Namaste, welcome to Buddha's teaching. Today we're talking about meditation. Meditation in Buddhism, there are two kinds. One is called Samadhi meditation, and the other one is called Vipasana meditation. So there are two kinds of meditation in Buddhism, or in Buddha's teaching. First of all, why do we need to meditate? What is the purpose of meditation? What is it that we are looking for when we meditate? This is the question that a meditator or the person who wants to meditate should first of all ask himself or herself. Why is it that I need to meditate? What is my purpose? What is it I'm looking for? Okay. For most of the people in general, when it comes to meditation, they're looking for some kind of peace of mind. They're looking for a way to calm down the mind, okay, to achieve some kind of tranquility, serenity, peaceful mind, or in a way to escape the hectic life for a while, or they try to reach some kind of mental state that we call jhana, right? The higher state of the mind. So there are different reasons for people, okay? So that's why I say one should ask himself or herself, what is the purpose? Okay, so when it comes to meditation, in Buddha's teaching, Samadhi is probably the starting point for a lot of meditators. Because for Samadhi meditation, most people would just try to find a quiet place to do that meditation, which is helpful because Samadhi meditation, the goal of it is to have calmness within the mind. Okay, in other words, Samadhi meditation, it has its purpose. Its purpose is to calm down the mind. As we all know, our mind is doing a lot of thinking, right? We are very busy in our everyday life. So in order to support our life, we do a lot of thinking. And because of that, in that thinking, we have a lot of worries, we have anxiety, right? We have all kinds of emotion that goes on inside. So many people try to escape that hectic lifestyle, life environment. So if want to find a corner of the house, they want to find a quiet place in the mountain, okay, or go to the quiet place on the beach or whatnot. It's just trying to get away from the busy mind, in other words. Okay, so Samadhi is a way that we do to train our mind from being too busy. Okay, so how do we do the Samadhi meditation? Doing the meditation, you have, of course, we all have four postures in our daily life. We have sitting, we have standing, we have walking, and we have lying down, right? And meditation can happen in all four positions. So it doesn't matter what position a person choose to use, it's okay, right? But of course, for most of the people, they like to sit with the crossed legs, just like the Buddha, right? Most of the time, that what we see, the Buddha statue picture, we see the Buddha sit cross-legged. So a lot of people like that posture, like that position. So when it comes to meditation, Samadhi meditation, people would, uh, sit down and do the cross-leg. So that is fine. But so for some people who cannot sit cross-legged, you can sit normally anywhere, anyway that is comfortable to you, right? You can sit on the chair, you can sit on a cushion or on the floor, it doesn't matter, okay? As long as you can sit, make yourself comfortable, because the position is just a preference, okay? And there are people who do walking meditation is also, we just walk, because after all, meditation has to do with our mind, right? It's not a physical activity, it's a mental activity. So whether you sit or stand or walk, you can do meditation anywhere. And the most popular method that people do in Samadhi meditation is the breath, right? It's the breathing, because it's the most convenient way to do meditation. You don't need any objects, you don't need any beats or anything at all, because breathing is a natural way, so it's already there. So breathing meditation is the most common practice that people do. And what do we do with breathing meditation? Breathing meditation is that when after you get yourself in a comfortable position, all you have to do is you follow your breath. Because every day when we are out and about doing our stuff, right, we are not aware of our breath, right? Our body does the breathing by itself. We are not doing anything. The body does the breathing. So when we go to do the breathing meditation, now we not doing the breathing either. We just observing the breathing. Okay, we just observing the body does the breathing. Okay, of course that is easier said than done. Once you put focus on something, you become like somebody who is trying to breathe, right? When you never do it or never practice it, when you sit down to do breathing meditation, you feel like, you try to, breathe in long, breathe in whatever you try, right? But in actuality, you don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything at all. The body breathes by itself, right? Automatically. So breathing meditation is just that. You just, let's say you're sitting down, you just focus on the breath and see how the body, does the breathing, right? You're not doing it. It's the body doing the breathing. So of course our breath, it has short breath, it has long breath, and it has in between breaths. So all breaths are not the same. They have their short period, medium period, long period, depending on how much the body needs. So the body do all the calculation by itself. Sometimes you have long breathing, right? Long in and then long out. And sometimes the breath, after a long breath, and then the body said, okay, that was a long one. So the next breath doesn't have to be that long. So it has, the body needs only short breath, right? So it inhale and it exhale. Short, long, or medium, or whatnot. The body does all of that, right? And we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is just follow that breath that the body does. Okay? Remember, we're not doing the breathing. The body does everything. Okay? You don't have to try to force it to make it long or to make it short, to make it whatever. You don't do anything. You just sit there and just observe how the body does the breathing. So of course, when we sit there, when we never practiced this before, the mind is our mind who have been, let's say, busy doing all kinds of thinking throughout the day and stuff. So the mind think about something and forget about the breathing, right? It's like the mind goes somewhere, out there in the cloud or in the sky, and it goes that way and think about that way and think, in different way. So when you sit there, when your mind goes somewhere, and then you all of a sudden you say, oh wait, I was thinking of something. So you bring the mind back, right, to observe the breathing. Okay, and you have to keep doing that. That's how this is the way that you practice, the way that you learn to calm the mind down. All right, because that is the reason why you do the samadhi meditation, is to have a calm and have a better tranquil mind, because we the mind has been very agitated, right, with all kinds of things. So we want to bring it down to a calm and peaceful level. So when you catch your mind going off to the different direction, just bring it back to your breathing, to the body's breathing, and just observe the breathing. Okay, and that's what you continue to do. Okay, you keep doing it and don't fight it. I know a lot of people become frustrated because the mind is all over the place. Okay, don't fight it. Okay, because that is natural when we never practice that, or just anything. You don't expect to know how to ride a bicycle right away. You have to keep trying, and after a while you know how to ride the bicycle, or you know how to swim, right? So it's the same thing. At the beginning, it's a little bit difficult, so you have to keep trying. So after a while, you will be able to become peaceful with your mind. Okay, when your mind after a while start to come back, start not to go off all over the place, and when you are able to be with the body, with the breath, then you will feel relaxed. You will feel a little better. You will feel not heavy, not tense anymore. You a lot of time when we have hectic life, busy life, you have tension in the neck, at the back of the head, on your shoulder. And once the mind stops being busy and it comes down and come to be with you, okay, and just be there with your breath, the breathing, and just observing, knowing that when the breath is long, you acknowledge it, you say that's a long breath. When the breath is short, you just know that, okay, that is a short breath. Okay, long breath in, short breath out, long breath out, or short breath in. Whatever breath is, you just follow it. You just know it. And that's all you have to do. Okay? So, and after a while, the mind becomes calm and peaceful, and you become the breath itself. After, at first, you observe the breath. You are the observer. Okay? You observe the breath in and out, and you can feel the lungs expand, and then goes back down, and you can feel that, right? Feel the in and feel the out, and you observe it, and you just follow the breath. When the mind becomes calm, okay, not going anywhere, and when the mind is with you, or you are with the mind, and you just follow that breathing. After a while, you will find that you are the breath itself. There is no more observer. At first, you are observing it, okay? And once you become relaxed and at peace, okay, and the mind is no longer agitated, there's no more you in there. You now is the breath itself, right? Now you go with the breath. Just whatever the body does, that's what you're gonna be, okay? Become the breath itself. So the observer is no longer there. Okay, you will be no longer there. You become the breath itself. The body does all the breathing, and you are the breath, in and out, in and out. Okay, so, and this is a level that will need a little time for you to get there. So, but don't push it. It's not a goal or anything. Okay, when you become frustrated, you're going nowhere. Okay, so once you become friendly, you become at peace with yourself, right? You become your breath, one with your breath, and you breathe in and breathe out. The observer is gone. Okay, there's only breathing. Breathing is in and breathing is out. Okay, and at one point, and this experience, this will happen, okay, to you. Many people, different people, every single people will have different experience or at different times, okay? Once the mind is completely still, once the mind is completely at peace, once you become the breath itself, there are experiences that people comes to, I'm gonna say, experience, right? That you would experience, and it's something that you never experienced before, right? There are people who are seeing things, okay? There are people experience different kinds of whatever phenomenon that happens inside, okay, which can surprise the meditator or the yogi, okay? The yogi is the meditator. It's surprised and catch them by surprise that they don't, oh, what's that I just experienced? Because once you are no longer there. You are no longer the observer, and you just become the breath. And the mind becomes calm and at peace. There's different experiences that arise. Okay? Please make sure understand this. Whatever experience that you will encounter, just let it be. Okay? Just observe it. Okay? Just know it, acknowledge it. Okay? And then that's it. And because you will experience different kinds of things that is sometimes can be very, very awkward, very strange, very, out of this world in a way, right? That makes you wonder what's going on. That is the play of the mind, of the subconscious mind. Okay? That is when the subconscious mind comes to the show. But do not become attached to it. Okay, that is not the goal of samadhi meditation. Samadhi meditation is just to be calm, to be at peace, to be one with the breath, to be one with the body by it, the body itself. Whatever happens, let it happen. And it happens one time and it's gone, right? It's whatever you experience during the meditation, it will happen one time and it's gone. That is called impermanence, right? And it's not gonna happen again. But you can experience something else, okay? Something else. But it will happen and it's gone, okay? And that's all you have to do. You just observe, you just understand, just recognize that, okay, there's some kind of phenomenon happen. It happens and let it go. And that's it, okay? Do not get attached to it. Some people experience something that they become fearful of those experience. It's okay. It happens and let it go. Because once the mind that is operating on a daily basis is settled down, calm down, okay, becomes tranquil. There's different level of mind that is still agitated, and that mind can come up to the surface. Now that the surface mind is calm, there's agitated things that still go on subconsciously that can come up to the surface. Okay, so just acknowledge it. It happens. It come up, and it goes away. So, and this is how you train your mind and be at peace and with your mind, with yourself, with your body, and that's called samadhi meditation. Okay, this is a meditation. The goal of this meditation, of samadhi meditation, is to bring the mind down, bring the mind home in a way, right? To be at peace, to be with yourself. Because a lot of time the mind is not with yourself, but the mind is thinking, the mind is someplace else. So that is all there is to it with samadhi meditation. Now, the other meditation is we call Vipasana meditation. Vipassana meditation is a meditation that you do while you are out and about. Okay? That is different from samadhi in a way. Okay? But what different is it? Vipassana has samadhi meditation at its base. Okay? At its base. Because some Vipassana meditation requires you to have more understanding about Buddha's teaching, especially about the three pillars, the three principles the Buddha taught about impermanence, right? About suffering, dukkha, and about anatta, non-self. Okay? Vipassana meditation requires the yogi to understand those lessons. And once when the meditator or the practitioner understand the teaching of the Buddha and understand that everything is impermanent, understand that everything has suffering embedded in it, and there is no self involved in anywhere. There's non-self, because non-self is impermanence, right? Impermanence and non-self is the same. Okay, once the meditator understand that, the meditator comes to acknowledge that lesson and the understanding, the core understanding deeply within him or herself, within the teaching in the lesson, and the meditator accept and recognize the ultimate truth, okay, the ultimate truth of reality. So once the meditator, once the practitioner, and in this case, I'm gonna call that is the true Buddhist, okay, who truly understand the teaching, then the mind tend to be at peace, okay, tend to be not too much agitated, even though they are out about, okay, when they encounter whatever event in life, their mind is not that agitated, does not jump, does not go crazy in a way, because the mind has a base already. They have a level of understanding about life. So doesn't matter where the practitioner is, whether they are in a crowded city of Tokyo or New York, okay, or Paris, it doesn't matter, or in a shopping mall, right? It doesn't matter where that meditator is. He's always present within himself, and because of that, his mind uh, is not jumping around. Okay, he's always with himself or herself. This is called vipassana meditation, because he's always aware. Okay, he's always mindful, and because he understands about the mind, he understands that when the mind jumps, he knows that the mind goes there. When the mind has some kind of feeling or emotion, he understands or she understands the emotion that the mind wants to generate or the whatnot. And because of that, the meditator or the person who is aware of this happening constantly within, okay, so it has a samadhi meditation within all the time, become aware of the mind activity, the mind goes there, the person is aware. That is called vipassana meditation. So vipassana meditation is everywhere, okay? You sit down at the office working, you're aware when something comes in, when a person next to you talks something, when the email comes in talking about something. The person who is the meditator in a vipassana meditator, he or she is aware of his or her own emotion, because now he or she is at peace, okay, after training, after understanding about the lesson after understanding about life ultimately, okay, the ultimate reality of life, the Vipassana meditator acknowledge things and do things according to what is needed, and that is it. So, in other words, the mind of the Vipassana meditator is a normal person who doesn't jump around and react to things. They remain calm at all time. Okay, and that requires understanding and requires practice. And when they remain calm all the time, that is based on samadhi, right? Because samadhi is calmness, is calm, is at peace. So vipassana requires the understanding and then requires the peace, the level of understanding in the Buddha's teaching. Okay, so it is beyond just samadhi meditation. Samadhi meditation is one section for most people to learn, okay, to who never practice, to bring down the mind to a level that is workable, that is acceptable, okay, and but not by not just stopping at samadhi, by also studying what the Buddha teach can lead the person to the next level of understanding life, and that person can practice vipassana meditation. And at that point, meditation happens everywhere the person go, or the person do, or the person speak. Meditation happens at every single activity, with single speech that the meditator does. Okay, so those are the two kinds of meditation that I've gone over here briefly. Hopefully, you get some kind of benefit. Hopefully, you understand the difference and their benefits. All right, so that's what I have today for you in this subject. If you like it, if you like the video, subscribe for future episodes. Until next time, I like to pay respect to the Triple Gems. I like to pay respect to the Buddha. I like to pay respect to the Dharma. And I like to pay respect to the Sangha. Namaste.